Gorgeous gets it for Auburn. From the elbow, had the shot, wide open shot. Dolan, he knocks it down. That three-pointer by Kevin Dolan. Brought to you by Mark's Pizzeria, where they treat you like family. Radio is theater of the mind, so I have to be very descriptive to people on what's going on. I have to paint that picture in their minds and in their heads, and be entertaining as well. That's 1, 2, 3. Auburn Maroons boys basketball here on WAUB 96.3 and 1590 AM. Brought to you by Michaels and Smolak, the hometown personal injury lawyers who support their kids. By Brew Funeral Home. Call 315-253-6293 to find out about funeral pre-planning. By Mark's Pizzeria, where they treat you like family, only at Mark's. Wow, you can tell. Haven't broadcast in a couple weeks. Got to get my mojo. Never did it before, never wrote a radio script in my life. I was working at the Finger Lakes Radio Group as a marketing rep. Our broadcaster for the Wheat Sports games wasn't showing up. I said, geez, I'd be happy. Give me a shot. Let's try it. And I've been doing it now for 6 years and having a lot of fun with it. Back here at Auburn High School, 5 minutes left in regulation. I'm Helinski. Glad you could join us here tonight on WAUB. Today's game is brought to you by the Cayuga County College Telecom Department. Toughest games to do are the blowout games. How do you make a blowout game sound interesting? Very difficult. I love the close games, the nail biters, for the simple reason that there's a lot of action there and there's a lot for me to say at that point. Cumber, top of the key, being hassled. Swings it over to Jasnewski. Strachan puts it up off the rim, a little too hard, couldn't get it to go. Strachan with the rebound, puts it up and in, Deshaun Strachan. One-man wrecking crew in this game so far. Auburn, 44-36. It is a craft that you have to work at. You know, trying to be accurate or whatever, and not to sound redundant or don't go duh, this, you know, or COVID and the pandemic changed the way we did business. First of all, we could not do road games. Athletic directors were not letting us into their facilities. You know, there were times where we had to get tested 72 hours before going to a high school. Games were being canceled and postponed. We still don't go on the road yet until this thing settles down and blows over. And it may be another year before that happens. Air ball on the three ball goes out of bounds. 3.9 seconds left. Auburn's gonna win this one. 56-48. Maroons just have to inbound it in the back. Don't even have to get it over half court. You can hear the fans cheering. That's gonna be it. Our final score here from Auburn. The Maroons pull off a big 56-48 win over ESM. Good come from behind win by the Maroons. Good spirited game between both schools. We're going to break away for 4 minutes. When we come back, we'll break down and give you the final summary of tonight's game. You've been listening to Auburn Maroons sectional basketball here on WAUB. Not many communities have radio, and not many communities broadcast high school sports or do it pretty well. So we take pride in that, and it's important, I think, for the kids as well too. They'll grow up and say, geez, we had our games covered by radio. And that's, if you really think about it, it's really cool. Please. We'll come on with 4 minutes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It wasn't pretty in
the
beginning.
We like to spot people good lead and decide to play apparently. But
so that's going to be a wrap here from Auburn High School. Thank you to all our listeners, our sponsors, and on behalf of Caleb Baker, producing and engineering in our Geneva headquarters, I'm Ed Helinski, wishing you a happy good night. Stay well, be well, and we'll see you soon. Good night.